It's a happy homecoming for the Taniwha as they turn up at Toll Stadium for the first time this ITM Cup season on the back of what they're calling an historic victory in the Waikato on Saturday. That victory down there, their first since 1986. Most of this team weren't even born and people were still buying shares back then, so that's how long ago it was. Manawatu, on the other hand, have come off the back of a couple of big losses. They've conceded 89 points in 2 matches, scored just 27, only 2 tries so far. Jason O'Halloran and Wesley Clark trying to turn their team's fortunes around this evening as they meet a championship side for the very first time. Scotty Stevenson in the box with you alongside Ian Jones this evening. On the sideline, Mel Robinson. Good evening, Mel.
Yeah, good evening, Sumo. Perfect conditions here at Toll Stadium, like a summer's night, really. No moisture in the air, just a light wind, about 17 kilometres an hour. A nice hard pitch, but of course our Northland born and bred commentators upstairs will tell you this is just a typical night in Whangarei.
Very much so, Ian Jones. You've been here, you've done that, you've played on this turf so many times. It's looking a bit better than it did when you were kicking around, but lovely scenes here in Whangarei tonight as these boys have a job on their hands.
Sumo, love coming home. Carroll Park looks such a pitch. It really does look amazing as Manawatu comes out. Manawatu, of course, in a series of losses. They've got to keep believing, these blokes, Sumo. Well,
this man, Rob Foreman, never gives up. In fact, I don't think he's missed a game for Manawatu since around about 2006. He's missed a consecutive. Grant Paulson returns on the loose head side from injury, forcing Eric Fry to the bench. Mafu Fia, the Highlander, there as well. Fitzgerald and Stone, a big second row. Croswell, the captains. And Oliver stands in for Hamish Gosling, who was broken in the last game. Carl Bryson and Tamasi Thama are your halves. Takoto Tuma moves back to the left wing. And Martinga Baker gets a start at 12. The former flanker, Horonua Kapari boy, Horofanua Kapari boy, should I say. And Jason Emery gets a start at centre tonight, trying to shore up that midfield. And it will be a midfield battle tonight for sure. Templeman there, the reserve hooker. And the Hakapati out on the turf tonight, welcoming the Taniwha back home. And a good crowd building up in the grandstand as well. A good feeling about this Taniwha's team this year. Bryce Williams will lead them out as per. And Camo, this is a team that really, they need to get their feet straight back on the ground, straight back into the game.
Listen, we talked a lot about that historic, famous victory a few days ago in Hamilton, but they've got to find that intensity, that passion once more and deliver it in front of their home fans.
Plenty of great players to watch in this Northland side, as there is in the Manawatu team. Excitement all over the show, and Dan Pryor is certainly one we will be watching this evening. He scored the winning try in Hamilton on Saturday. Of course, that try converted by Ash Mwegi to win the match. Dan Pryor is a no-nonsense sort of flanker, gives us all for 80, and he'll be needing a big performance tonight up against what is a rugged and tough Manawatu forward pack. Wetton there, Justin Davies comes in. Unfortunately, Matt Wallace, who is having a very good season in the loose head, he has broken his arm, so Davies gets a start on the loose head side. In the back line, Mweki and Fisilau again combine in the halves. Malupo on the wing. Eddie Paya gets a start at 12 alongside the co-captain Rennie Ranger, Dan Caprice and Altonga Vaya in 14 and 15. A quick look at the reserves for the Northland side. And Ross Wright making a comeback from a broken arm. Probably a week earlier than he had expected, but injury forced David Hall out as well, so he covers hooker and prop. And we will have a moment's silence for a great Northland stalwart, Bill Kinney. So a nice touch from the Northland faithful here, Bill Kinney and Tim Wiki. Tim Wiki played for the Northland side in 65, 66 out of the Old Porty club, right up north. But Bill Kinney, the man, 8-time New Zealand heavyweight champion, gold and silver medalist at the Empire Games, and inductee into the New Zealand Māori Sports Hall of Fame, alongside 2 of his old Otahu teammates as well. legend of the game up here.
Sumo, a lot have been written and said about Bill Kinney over the last few days, but he was a mentor, friend, inspiration to many people who have donned the Cambridge blue jersey. And his whānau being hosted here tonight at O'Carroll Park by the Northland Rugby Union, which is a wonderful touch.
Our thoughts with the family, Brad, Fern, Jason, Andre, Jan and all the mokopuna here tonight. As we get underway, Tomasi Thama with the kickoff into the 22, and Fisilau just drops it back for Hale Tupole back in New Zealand rugby this year. Fisilau not tempted to kick from the box. Ash Mweke will get the first touch finder done and dusted.
Yeah, Northland very conscious, being clinical early on about going through the basics, getting themselves involved in this game. They came off such a high a few days ago in Hamilton, but that needs to be put behind them. They need to respect Manawatu. Manawatu desperate to get their season on a roll. They need to believe, have confidence and keep backing themselves. And Nick Croswell, who's coming to turn the line out, mentally drive them.
Here's Bryson now. And Squirto Tuma put out on the wing. Give him a bit of space and let him see what he can do. Bryson will clean this out again. And a shorter ball this time up to Mafu Fia. Fia makes good yards and the advantage line. Paulson now. Not only has he just keep going for Manawatu, but widened up a bush before that as well, and he never missed a game for them either. Croswell wrapped up. Good contact. It is a maul, but the ball's carried forward. Good work. Manawatu on the front foot here early in the game. Croswell again has a second helping. And we know they'll be combative up front, this Manawatu side, Ian Jones.
Yeah, but not having to commit any numbers for Northland at the moment. So Manawatu swing it wide.
Here's Emery. And he gets the offload away. Milner Scudder and Tikora Tuma could not take the pass. Dan Caprice cleans up. Advantage applying here from Garrett Williamson in just his second game of the season. Now Fisilau will be able to throw this back. Mweke again. Action replay, and advantage is over. On the touchline was the foot, and into touch is the call. So James Oliver.
Big heads up to Bryson, the scrum half, Manawatu on that occasion. They're really going nowhere, but just advancing. And he knew instinctively when was the right time to give it. Tomasi Thama calling it number 10 and the first receiver. So often those movements go dead. But it's about the momentum and knowing when the scrum half wants to release the ball.
Well, it's an exciting battle, and the midfield today, Rennie Ranger, of course, former All Black, and still harbouring aspirations, I'm sure, to be back in that national side. And Jason Emery just starting out in his ITM Cup career. Not much of him in terms of height, but he's a 90 kg boy, and he loves to run straight. Here's Fia, speaking of straight running. Stein was there and picked and drived. Paulson once more.
Yeah, good start by Manawatu, but first time, disciplines just let them down from Northland, penalty advantage.
Now James Oliver with that penalty advantage applying, so they have full rights for the ball here, and Garrett Williamson blows it up. Chance at points. Mel Robinson, interesting start to the game, all Manawatu.
It is, and you can see the intent from Manawatu. They had a similar game plan that they had last year and the year before. Just the first couple of games, it hasn't come off. They like to keep the ball in hand, go from breakdown to breakdown, quick ruck ball, and that time it certainly paid dividends for them.
Yep, that penalty a direct result on the amount of possession. Northland, Manawatu have enjoyed these opening minutes of the game. Northland desperate to get their hands on the ruck. And the ball not really contesting breakdown, but coming in from the angle, which gave away the penalty eventually, and a pretty handy kicking opportunity.
Craig Clear, 80% so far, 4 from 5. Nathan George had the tee in the first match against Wellington, but the veterans taken over. Quick shout out to Simon Munro and Bertus Mulder, hopefully watching the game in Nagoya. It's a bit of Taniwha Turbo battle going on, one-on-one. So the rivalry alive and well in Japan. Claire from a handy position. And that one's away, so the first chance goes begging for Manawatu. Northland now will be keen to get ball in hand.
You see, that was an indication of the wind. It's going straight down here to O'Carroll Park. He just pulled it slightly to clear to the left-hand side, but Northland quite keen, I think, into the wind to kick this a little bit short, try and contest and get some ball of their own. Ash Mweke, 4 fingers up, so it may well go long.
It's pretty light, got to say, the wind down at ground level, Kamo.
Kamo calls it. Tomasi Thama is there. Now a chance for Bryson to just open things up a little. And that's a strong run right up the middle too from Milner Scudder. Keen to get on with the job now, Manawatu. Emery, twinkle toes down the sideline, but he's put one in touch. Oh, it's a forward pass. Here's Garrett Williamson.
It was flat, but it was forward. Garrett Williamson in great spot as well. Assistant referee may have given the nod and the heads up as well. This is where they're channeling a lot of the attack, Manawatu, on this left-hand flank. And yep, that is a line ball slightly forward.
Yeah, Dan Caprice there just came off his man, perhaps should have trusted his inside on defence.
Well, Emery looks good, doesn't he? He looks hungry for the ball and he's moving about that back line, getting into space.
Touch.
So officially out from the stealer. Clears away sharply for Mweki, they miss and it goes straight to Ranger. Now Ranger gets rid of two, then throws the pass. It's been knocked on by the Turbos. Here's Malupo trying to get on the outside of Clare. Picked up, carried on Dan Pryor. Good phase of play for the home side. Mweki, Faliafa. And they came flying up at Faliafa, led by Fraser Stone, and Fraser Stone forces the penalty.
Into the contest. Watch out.
Not enough numbers. The last breakdown, which they gave away the penalty, which will frustrate Northland. But Rennie Ranger, this is a danger. He is the man. And Emery just drifting off him, turns him inside out. And giving a hold to that man will sound danger. Pryor's pass may have been a little bit forward, but that's wonderful loose forward play. The straight line running, the inside support. And this is where it really, Faliafa slipping, which gave the momentum to Manawatu. Their numbers going over the ball in that phase of attack.
Foreman now, exceptional control at line-out time, Rob Foreman, but his jumpers weren't there. Fisila able to get the ball away. Northland go back into battle. Some really feelers from both sides here as they try and find a way through the defensive setups. That's one way to do it. Eddie Pyer back in rugby union out of the 13-man code. Harley Tempolis says, get out of my way, Tomasi Thama. Quick work, quick hands. Caprice can't hold on. And he'll wrestle Bryson into touch, and Bryson gives him a shoulder.
Let's get you closer.
Great signs there, Mal. North prepared to flood the numbers down the short side. He had three forwards into playing, into passing, and 5 metres of space.
Yeah, Caprice against Waikato was electrifying. Great feat. Hasn't had the best start so far, and he'll be pretty brassed off with himself. But yeah, it looks like they're going to attack that right side as well.
Locks, please.
Scrum time. Scott Vesey closest to us for the Northland side. And he's up against Grant Polson, who skipped the side last year.
Touch. Set.
Bryson feeds and the scrum is stable. Now off the wing is Tikoto Tuma. Big season with the Chiefs, of course. Hasn't quite recaptured that form so far in a Manawatu side that, in fairness to him, has struggled on attack. Bryson. Away to Thama, and Thama hits the ball at pace. Uses Mafu Fea as a shield, and then loses the ball. Mweki, change of direction. And some space now.
Advantage over.
Good work this from Jack Wetton. Pryor played half-back. Mweki over the top. He'll chase his own kick. The bounce is awkward, but finally there.
Stop here.
Milner Scudder able to carve off some territory. Fusilau's back. And plenty of time to make his touch finder. And Manawatu dominating the territory stats so far in the game. Still no score. 9 minutes gone.
Here they are. Good boy, they're just both finding each other out. I like this man here, Tomasi Thama, the Manawatu play, going twice the same way. And with him coming back, looking for the mismatches, is what they're trying to achieve, trying to create space for him on the short side.
The drive is set, but straight to ground and collapsed, says Garrett Williamson by Northland. So Manawatu with a second penalty advantage of the game.
Collapsing.
And nothing doing for Rob Foreman.
Collapsing.
Chance again for Craig Clear.
Skipper Bryce Williams will be the man target out there, jersey 5.
Shot.
It was a 4-man drive by Manawatu. They had all rights to advance forward. I think Bryce Williams may have just gone on the ground, fell down. They tripped over him. But in the referee's eyes, it was collapsing it. So there he is, diving at the feet, in fact, is what he was trying to do. You can try and stop it before it gets going, but once the initiation is gone, the Manawatu players are bound up, advancing forward. You cannot bring it down.
Yeah, they've got a great line out too. I think they take 95% of their own ball, which is why it was pretty surprising to see Northland get one off them just before.
It does help, though, when Bryce Williams is 2 metres 02.
He is a large human.
Distinct advantage.
So Clear, 15 in from touch. Unsuccessful with the first one. Similar position. And this one good. So the Turbos in front, 3-zip at Toll.
Corrected on the fly, didn't he? Clear, first one he pulled slightly to left, adjusted the run up, adjusted the shoulder angle too, pushed that one straight through the black dot, give them the early lead. Northland, on this occasion, look at the fingers. Sumo, we'll see where this is going. This is going in the middle.
Have they not changed the calls since North Auckland days?
Well, don't think I'm smart. Just rugby players never change the If it's working, don't change it.
Up the middle works for them right now, but then again, loose ball. Both of these sides conceding large numbers of turnovers in their matches so far, as the penalty goes against Manawatu. 41 apiece they have conceded in their 2 games.
Yeah, James Oliver fiddling, I think you call that, on the ground. Fiddling with intent with the ball there, just trying to get it back onto his team's side any way he can, as discreetly as he can. But Ash Milwaukee, nice kick-off too. Contestable, which is a great thing for his team to get involved in. And great play there from Northland, just not giving up, not giving Manawatu an easy ball, an easy opportunity to clear it. That's one of the standout features of this team, the Taniwha at the moment.
Jason O'Halloran and Wes Clark look on from the coach's box. Their team is enjoying the lead at the moment. Milwaukee at 79%. Well within his range with his first attempt here. He turns, he's happy, and the flags are up. Back level pegging, 3 points apiece at Toll. Darren Whitcomb and Adrian Ferris, the coaching staff.
It's my old coach Gerald Suaso behind them as well.
I thought that was him, Mel.
Ash Milwaukee enjoying his time up in the far north, has connections to this area. Family up in Kaitaia, the Yateses, very famous sporting family from there. So he is one of theirs.
Tomasi Thama puts pressure on Harley Tapule from the restart. A clean set for Northland as Williams comes around the short side, shields Sammy Soni. Fusilau's kick and taken down by Bryson. Milner Scudder gets things wide, and there is some space to attack here for Manawatu. Tomasi Thama looks up, finds support. Solid run from Clear. Back to Thama. Marini Ranger just had a jersey full of Thama at the right time. Short side play. Inside Northland's 22. Manawatu have started this game with real intent, and the break is made by Rob Foreman. Quick ball for Bryce into Thama. What can he set? Thama looked up, tried to change direction and ducked under a high one. And they stay out to the left. It's a 3-on-4 situation, cutting back inside. Stone looks for the pick and go and does that. Just 2 meters short now. The Turbos hungry for 5. Bryson pops up. Can they get it down? They can. I'm sure that's Paulson who'll come up with it. What a return to the Turbos for Grant Paulson.
Wonderfully worked try. Manawatu winning every contact there. Regather the kick, which is a great kick, great execution, but even equally better gathered by Manawatu on every contact, every advancement up the paddock from the 40-metre mark. Manawatu won, getting over the gain line, pushing the Taniwhas back at every ruck ball. In the end, Paulson coming from downtown Whangarei with the depth. He hit that, steamed on, and Ash Milwaukee there, powerless to stop the big front rower. and that is right by the sticks.
Yeah, I think Northland just a little bit lazy. No one numbered up, no one got back. It was very simple. Manawatu have been using their forwards the whole time. So, you know, that's the first place you expect that they're going to attack.
Clear with the easy conversion. And no mistake from him. So Manawatu get maximum from that playground. Paulson the scorer. Clear with the conversion. 10-3. The Turbos leading.
Yeah, up until that play, the stagnant, both of the forward packs at the breakdown. But on that occasion, Manawatu dominating all the area. Their body position was better. Their leg drive was superior. Maweki going once again short down the middle.
Chasing up as Rennie Ranger, gets enough on it, but in good position was Emery. Fed the pass away. Manawatu have some real confidence at the moment. Milner Scudder gets put down. Crosswell. Tillman went on his own. Eddie Pyer held on. Tharma again. He's been given a lot of space so far in this match. Tikora Tuma. Tipoli takes him down. They don't commit Northland. They fan out. Garrett Williamson. Cops a tackle from Wetton. Wetton goes back for more. And a strong run from Stone. So far so good for the Turbos, playing with real energy out there.
Once again, what we're looking at here, Sumo's the leg try when they go into contact. Who's winning it man on man? At the moment, it's Manawatu.
Tikoro Tsuma can't get away, and the kick is made downfield. Kicked infield this time. Tharma in good position. Clear. Looks up, sees space. Coming across is Malupo. And he will take it just a couple in. Inside is 22. And returns fire. Into the Manawatu half. And another chance to attack. Tikoro Tuma looks to bring Tharma back in, but they don't link up. Dan Pryor tries to get over the ball. Bryson heads right. Baker just fed it up, and here's Fitzgerald inside ball, can't connect. Dan Foliuffa will set play. Maweki missed one. Bryce Williams, the skipper. Rennie Ranger in double coverage. Taken down on the 10-metre line inside their own half. Balls away to Maweki again, and Maweki gets hit late. And the penalty will duly come. Croswell smashed him, knows it.
Yeah, it's the skipper giving away the three-pointer then. But maybe he thinks it's going to be worth it as the game progresses. As Maweki might be listening to his footsteps next time.
You know better than that, you lined him up.
It won't be worth it if he gives his team away 3 points, and he did line him up, and he did use a lot of shoulder and a touch of arm. Boy, I tell you what, you talked to before, Tharma giving a lot of room. I just have a sense at the moment, Mal, and you're standing sideline, that the North defenders are standing out Tharma, waiting for the pass, waiting for a little bit of magic, rather than just going to the man, putting him on the ground, and bearing any movement.
Well, it's interesting because what's happening with Manawatu is he's only getting the ball every, say, third or fourth phase because the forward pack's doing all the work for him. So then by that point, all the defenders are taken up, so that's why he's getting a little bit of extra space. But yeah, he's dangerous, and probably kicking to him is not a great idea.
Simo, we know how good the Northland drive can be. Jack Wetton, Bryce Williams is a target in the middle.
Big chance here. The Turbos come through trying to spoil the combination there in the Northland Mall. They've done a pretty good job of it too. So the ball loose now. Foliuffa plays half-back. Maweki double pumps, brings in Ranger, and that is the worst move since the Proclaimers covered King of the Road. And now Northland under real pressure. Back to take that into touch was Altangavaya, and Manawatu hot on attack. Gibbons. Ranger takes him down.
Yes, Simo, you wouldn't walk 1,000 miles to watch that again, would you?
Negative. Here is Foreman up to the 5-metre line. Manawatu hungry for another try here, and Northland finding themselves under real pressure. Bryson pops it up only to himself and gets hit hard.
And then regathered.
No control.
Please.
No control. I mean, I know he tried to regather himself. There may have been a Northland hand in there as well, which is why it was a knock-on in the scrum feed to Northland. But boy, 30 seconds ago we were talking about a Northland line-out drive, then a move for Rennie Ranger kicking the ball, which he should never do. 15 metres away from the goal line he's trying to attack. And here they are under the pump now. and having to get a good scrum.
Yeah, it seems everything that the Turbos are doing is pretty much going to hand. They're catching the ball, their kicks are working, and then Northland, we know that they do kick the ball a lot, twice the number of Manawatu so far this season, but if they kick it out, well, Manawatu's got a great line out, operate at 95%. If they kick it in, well, then they've got players like Tikoi Rutuma, who's waiting out there, and Thama, who's also going back. So they've got to figure out something out new to do, and that's probably keeping the ball in hand.
Well, just to add to your point, the Northland side averaging a kick from hand every 23 seconds. Contrast that with the Turbos every 79 seconds. So contrasting styles.
Yeah, but what that stat doesn't tell you is that Rennie Ranger never kicks the ball in 80 minutes. But now he has. No, but then again, Rennie Ranger is a player. We talk how important he is to this Northland team. He is their leader. He's the guy who instigates a lot of their movements. So when he tries something, you've got to believe it, you've got to back it as well. And let a kid like that do what he thinks best at the time. He'll very well break it down now in post-mortem, but at the time, that's what he believed was the right thing to do.
Crouch.
Well, great night for Jason Emery, isn't it? Lining up, marking an all-black centre.
Sit.
Joy of ITM Cup, and they get a good wheel on the Manawatu side at scrum time, so more pressure now. Tapoli came away with it.
Use it.
It's been a disjointed first quarter for the Northland side under real heat.
Stop fight.
From a Manawatu side that has vastly improved in the last couple of days, that is for sure.
Well, the breakdown work once again by Manawatu. Nick Croswell there, the skipper. Jersey 6, he's the one that's getting a lot of it. Boy, his work over the ball is tenacious. Keeps driving, never gives anyone an even break. I think from that it's infectious, and people like Rob Foreman get themselves involved, and everyone goes forward. The game's so much easier.
Fitzgerald got enough of it, but Bryson now finds himself under pressure, and he manages to get to deck. Stone wants to pick up and carry on. He and Foreman have been real pick-and-go experts for this Manawatu side in the opening weeks. Oliver. And Croswell right there in support. The ball will be freed again. Mafu Fia puts the head down. And into Tony Kopolani. And didn't get much further on that occasion. Bryson cleans away to Thama. Thama with options. Martinga Baker. Inside ball from him to Craig Clare, who has been given a licence to roam the back line this evening. Milner Scudder. Thama. And numbers out wide. Fitzgerald again with the offload, and Paulson the try scorer. The link game for Manawatu has been great so far.
Interchanging, supporting in depth, but Northland defensively going very low, which is giving Manawatu the option to offload in the tackle.
Cleared away again.
Northland, sorry, Sumo, defensively may want to look to go more ball and all, try and wrap it up and stop some of these movements dead.
Foreman picks up, and he links with Gibbons. Fali Alpha charged with taking him down. Thama again. And the room Thama has once more evident as Emery runs the diagonal straight through the tackle. First try in ITM Cup rugby for the young man Jason Emery.
Well deserved, well worked. Once again, creating some doubt in the defensive line from Northland with the pick and goes in the middle of the paddock, and then given the opportunity, coming to the left-hand side here at O'Carroll Park, and Rennie Ranger on the man-on-man, 13 v 13, and just drifting across. Rennie never coming up on his man, never shutting down the space and being aggressive with his right-hand shoulder, making the hit, and Emery just kept going. Ranger held off, and in the end was just floundering. Boy, he'll be proud of that. Well-worked try, well-deserved, well done, Emery.
Sort of built pretty stocky, isn't he? Be pretty hard to take down, and Rennie Ranger really needed to use cheek on cheek, full arms. He'll be pretty brassed off about it.
He had to be more aggressive, more decisive. Rennie Ranger had to come at him, run up to him, don't drift off him, because even if he did tackle him drifting across like that, Jason Emery may well have gone forward over the game line anyway. But as it was a wonderful try, well worked. As I said, most of it done with the pick and goes in the middle of the paddock.
Tough chance for Clare from the sideline, just one in. He starts that awfully wide, and it won't come around for him. Manawatu enjoying a great lead here away from home, 15-3 now. It really has been all of them in this half.
Don't you love this game though? Manawatu looking for their first win of the 2012 ITM Cup season. Northland coming off a tremendous high in Hamilton a few days ago, but gee, you come thumping down to earth, don't you? You've got to turn up, you've got to mentally be ready for this game.
Again,
respect it.
Keen to get on with it. Sama, rare use of the boot from him this evening, and he finds touch and finds it well.
A wonderful playmaker. Always an option, always dangerous. Defensively, I guess you always have to be very wary of him. We talk about players drifting off, waiting to do some magic and do a beautiful ball. Very easy, just rush at him, and he gives away that ball. You look like a monkey.
Overthrown, Gibbons has it on the halfway line. And this is gift ball now for the Turbos. Thama wants to play it in the Northland half. This one going towards touch, but the goal line will win, and the dead ball line will win, and it'll be back for the scrum.
How's the heads down there from Northland? Mal, your sideline. Communication is still okay?
Well, for a start, the bench is looking pretty downtrodden. They're all sitting there just with their hands in their heads watching. And in terms of communication on the field, I can't really hear any of them talking to each other at the moment.
It's amazing, isn't it? They would have believed they would have gone to this game, first home game of the 2-12 season, full of hope, full of promise.
Get closer, we've got height on the side, please.
It just doesn't happen like that. You've really got to work, you've really got to earn it. Still only 25 minutes down. Northland 12 points behind. So by no means out of this game.
Manawatu have doubled their try count in the tournament so far this year. Northland, of course, 7 tries for, 3 last week. So they can score them, but not with passes like that. Now Caprice gets blindsided by Tikoro Tuma, and it's still there now. Tapole picks up, and leadership is provided by the veteran as they make their way inside the Manawatu half. The front row is going to work now, and they just need to muscle up. Justin Davies doing his bit. Moeki now. Eddie Pyer brings in Ranger. Ranger lost control of the ball. No call came from either referee or assistant.
Play on, he won it.
And Mafufia has the ball. Now Pyer has to dig in and get it. And Northland will win the scrum.
Forward.
Yes, interesting ruling, isn't it, Garrett Williamson? We saw a similar incident with Bryson, was it, some moments ago, down the Northland goal line, where he knocked it on, but may have been touched in flight by a Northland player, hence the turnover. On that occasion, Rene Ranger coming in, ball went off his chest. No Manawatu player in flight touched it. We'll have a good look and confirmation. No. So he regathered and was allowed to play on. That was a different ruling, and that is why Rene Ranger wasn't pulled up for a lost ball. I tell you what, Sammy Fisselau, the scrum half for Northland, she gets himself stuck and involved at the breakdown.
He's a big boy.
Touch.
Sammy Fisselau.
Set.
And he feeds the scrum. 26-27 almost gone here. The penalty comes at scrum time.
Head and shoulders up.
And a hinging penalty against Manawatu.
Grant Paulson, that was, I think, Sumo.
Head and shoulders up.
Loose head prop for Manawatu. Just allowing
Shot.
the shoulders get a little bit below the hips. It wasn't collapsed, but it was going to go that way. Garrett Williamson pulled it up. The hand was going to go down. That was the penalty. So we didn't have a clap scrum, but we had a penalty option.
Well, hello to all the All Blacks and the Pumas in Wellington, awaiting this weekend's test match, of course. I wish both sides all the success, and to Aaron Smith and Aaron Cruden, the two Manawatu boys who will be loving this at the moment.
And I have to say, big coup for Sky TV, and it's going to be great in the build-up to that test match. We've got the technical advisor for the Pumas sitting upstairs, Graham Henry, helping out Sky TV this weekend, so it's going to be really interesting to see.
He's helping out everyone.
He is a gun for hire.
And he's not in their coaching box. That's the most important thing.
So it's going to be a real pleasure to have Graham Henry talking about his involvement with the Pumas, the insight, what we can expect from them in the build-up, and they play the All Blacks in Wellington, 7:35 Saturday night.
Wiki. This one has the distance and the direction. Northland hit back. And it's a 9-point deficit they face at the moment, 15-9. 15-6, should I say, Manawatu leading.
Those 3 points makes the bench a bit more animated. Mel Robinson talking just moments before that the boys weren't doing a lot of encouragement, sitting on the pine, but now they're into it. This is number 1. So where's this going? Short.
Climbing high was Wetton. And a good grab from him.
Carry back.
One of two Wetton brothers in the side tonight. And their father, former teammate of yours, Ian Jones.
Yep, both of them got strong connections to the north. Their grandfather lived in Dargaville for many years, bank manager at Ruawai. She played for Northern Waira. Of course, lived in Nungaroo, which is a seaside resort place, 40 minutes west of Whangarei.
Mafufia now takes the tackle, sets up. Big short to work for Carl Bryson. Paulson picks up and dishes it up to Crosswell. Trying to get in there was Ranger, and he's affected the turnover, Rennie Ranger. Trying to atone for his earlier miss on Emery. Now Pryor finds himself in open space. Moeke, and they bring in Caprice, and he can motor. And Tikoro Tuma shows him the sideline, and the ball in touch.
Superb Rennie Ranger, committed, technically outstanding too, as he gets himself over the ball to affecting the turnover. So tackle was made, Croswell thrown to the turf, and because of that he could stay on his feet. And then Dan Caprice from Gravesend in England.
Yeah, good battle between two Sevens players on the wing there, that's for sure.
One heck of a great smile, Dan Caprice.
Now a chance for Manawatu to get back inside the Northland half. Bryson, Faliafa and Wetton combine on a little halfback. Paulson. And Sammy Fusila puts him down. Scrappy ball for Manawatu, but they have it nonetheless. And Fraser Stone will take contact back where this phase began. Bryson to Tharma. Tharma again with the option to run. James Oliver takes the offload, and Bryson picks up again. Tharma almost through the tackle. And Baker puts the head down. Garrett Williamson has advantage applying here, and advantage is for Manawatu at the moment. Croswell, they getting there in good support, the Turbos. Bryson heads short. Emery again backs himself on the run, and Faliafa covering across. Now a turnover just as advantage was called over. Fisilau gets it downtown, and Malupo told to stop chasing. In fact, Ranger.
I think Ranger might have done the turnover.
He did.
Was it? I think he's desperate to wear that 7 jersey. I think he's frustrated loose forward, to be fair.
Monaskata puts an easy fend on, and Tigoro Tuma can't hold that pass into touch off a Northland hand.
Tell you what, Mal Robinson, Northland really got to start shutting down Tamasi Tharma's time and space. When he's running with the ball in two hands, he's causing all sorts of problems defensively.
Oh, he totally is. And another area that Manawatu's dominating at the moment is the breakdown. They're getting cleaner and faster ball. They're way more aggressive at that area, and that is why Tharma is benefiting off that.
Yeah, real pleasure to see 7 specialist players like that in the 10 jersey. Here's a playmaker.
Easy pickings for Stone. And they're up over the 10-metre line. Mafufia. Good work at the breakdown from the support players, just clearing bodies. Tharma again, just held up the pass. Here's Emery. Needed support, couldn't find it. The big hit came in too from Fatoina Tongavaya. Still live. Paulson with good hands, and they free up Claire on the outside. Claire for the corner. Nothing from the assistant. I think that's another try, Manawatu.
Malupo sucked in because of the threats on the inside.
Time off.
Let's listen for the question.
Are you there? Try or no try, please.
Bryce Williams wants to argue the point, which is some way back in play, which the TM at this stage here in this country has got no control over. So it's a dead argument for the Northland skipper. The question is, Malupo sucked in off his wing.
Well, if you get your hands on it.
The foot is okay. The foot is still okay. It's up. It'll be fine.
Well, that's the foot in touch. The right leg of Craig Clare. Did it touch the chalk before the ball was forced?
Better angle for us here, I think, Scotty.
Here is that leg. It's the next hit that comes across from Fusilau. He takes him down. There is the leg. That is in touch.
That is out. That is out. Second replay is the best one. Wonderful camera work by our Sky team. I think the TMO may go back and ask for the second one again.
No, he's left already, Carmo. He knows.
He is a wise man.
Peter Knock, the TMO.
So he's in touch, therefore it's line out 5 metres, blue throw. Thank you. No try, line out.
So defensive play from Samasoni Fisilau. Craig Clare denied by just a few millimetres.
And Bryce Williams, the Northland skipper, won't worry about that little discussion he was about to have with the referee, pointing out some indiscretions some way back in play. That is forgotten.
That stemmed from that breakdown where the guards just took out a couple of Northland defenders, allowing Fear to go around the outside.
Well, you watch Grant Paulson, jersey 1, and around that breakdown, he's a very good block.
Falialfa at the front of the line out, money ball for Northland. And Manawatu will try to hold this ball up. Pryor has it at the back. Fisilau wants it. And look at Croswell. He's all here in attitude coming through. And he's done a great job, the Manawatu skip as well. Harley Tapoli is trying to point it out. Garrett Williamson will lose patience. Deep in his in goal, Ash Mweki. No touch. Clare, who just moments earlier was denied that try, finds Milner Scudder. Tekoro Tuma now. Looks at the line, takes on Caprice and absolutely peels him. And finally into touch again.
As Northland are doing with Tamasi Thama, his Fijian and Sevens teammate, they're just holding off these runners. They're holding off the ball runners. When they run it in 2 hands, it puts confusion into any defensive line. And that's a great thing with Tekoro Tuma in this occasion. Ball in 2 hands. Ranger didn't know quite what to do. Not aggressive enough. There's Northland once again. Jack Wetton is their money man.
The ball taken down again. Manawatu go to work at maul time, making it tough for Northland to use this ball. They have it now, and Fisilau will have freedom to clear to touch. Caprice chases, and we'll have a line out.
Now, we're talking a lot about the great Manawatu attack, but on 2 occasions there from 2 lineouts, Northland clearing their line defensively in real good fashion. Now they have an opportunity. They've already stolen 1 lineout through Bryce Williams. Jack Wetton competes.
And the ball is there for Northland through Pryor. Can they find something before the half? Rennie Ranger on Emery, and he gets his man on this occasion, but not away from Baker. Pryor. Away to Mweki. And Falialfa now into the Manawatu half. Solid hit coming in on Wetton. Bryce Williams, the skipper, and a wrap play with Fisilau, and he kicks ahead, and that will bounce into touch. No, assistant referee says on the full. And Fisilau got hammered.
Winded, I think, yeah, absolutely hammered. I mean, wasn't a great option, I have to say, to kick with the little ball Northland have had so far in this match. They're on 43%. They need to hold it for a little bit longer. Fraser Stone, right-hand shoulder in, leg drive was good. And there's not enough oxygen in the air in Whangarei at the moment for Fisilau to suck into the lungs.
Over there, he was lucky enough to stop. Okay.
Garrett Williamson, very calm on the field as a referee, isn't he, Mel? Good communication.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Great technique, Fraser Stone. He's very low. Good leg drive.
I was happy I stopped him.
And that's impressed me about the Manawatu forward pack tonight here in Whangarei. The body position's been outstanding. I mean, hunting in packs. They've been winning in those man-on-man battles.
Come down, Blue.
Northland putting some pressure on the Manawatu line-out. It's really successful up until now.
Foreman throws. Fitzgerald has clipped his arm on the way down. Bryson does well to evade the first 2 tacklers and then throws it straight to Pryor. Counter-attack opportunity. Ranger gets it out to Malupo. And we know how dangerous he can be. Pick and drive from Rennie Ranger. Big line to work with, Ash Mweki. They stay relatively close to the big boys. Now Mweke again. They have numbers out to the right. Caprice. Catch and pass play. Now Wetton steps inside. Inside the 22. They've spent very little time there this half, Northland. And Mweke finds the man behind the line, and Eddie Paya, Ranger again on Emery. Looked for the offload. Nothing coming. Pryor. Mweke. Inside to Pryor. 7 and 10 combining well for Northland now. As we count down towards half-time. Paya cuts back in. And we'll set play in the shadow of the sticks. 15 out. Ball is there again. Wide to Ranger. And he sets play now. Northland with some time with the ball in hand. And the crowd finds its voice. Pick and drive. Tony Kopolani feeds it up to Ranger.
Ranger, Scotty, for about the 5th time in this movement. But unfortunately, Northland players on the ground, Manawatu players on their feet, therefore have all rights to the football. And Remy Ranger not wanting to let go of the football and turned over easy to the Manawatu forward pack, has given away the penalty. But they're big moments in the match with 2.5 remaining. Manawatu dominating both territory and possession. Lead on the scoreboard comfortably. But boy, if they'd led in points, even though it was only 3 on that occasion, they've been very disappointed because they deserve this 15-6 lead after 38 minutes.
Well, in the last 10 minutes alone, the Manawatu side has enjoyed 83% of the territory in this game. And the short line out for Bryson. Tharma.
It's taken back.
Taken back inside the 22, so the kick can't go out on the full, and doesn't. Tangavaya with the grab, and well, that is unfortunate. Bryson away to Tharma. What can he do? The little chip over the top from Tharma for Clare. What a play from Tomasi, and Craig Clare this time will not be denied.
Well, the clearing kick from Northland wasn't unfortunate to start with. It is now. They've had very, very little ball to play with, Northland. And really, there was just an opportunity that's just gone begging. They were hot on attack. Look at the vision from Tomasi Tharma. There was acres and acres of space behind Kopolani, the Northland hooker. And even if he didn't catch it on the bounce, on the full clear, it was always going to bounce in his direction. He was always going to be the first one to it with the speed, with the numbers around him. And boy, from sustained defence, Manawatu had to withstand from Northland straight onto attack. And boy, a key moment, an absolute key moment with time up in the first half. Extend their lead, 20 points to 6. A difficult kick to come with Garrett Williamson just about to blow for half-time.
Craig Clare. Great vision from Tomasi Tharma to find his right wing. And the defensive bombs success rate in rugby union stays at around 3%. Clare. Great kick. Manawatu at half-time are leading the Taniwha 22 points to 6 in what has been a dominant 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're winning all the breakdowns. That's really where they've been most aggressive. Getting up over the gain line at all times. The Northland team were going to their sheds saying they have to be more aggressive.
Let's head down to Mel Robinson with Michael Fitzgerald.
Yeah, great start for your team. What do you put that down to?
Boys, just his energy, eh? We just fixed some wrongs from last weekend. Into it, yeah.
So breakdown's key, I guess.
Yeah, we're getting good quick ball. I think our backs have some good space. Jason Emery's hissing out there.
Well, good luck for the second half.
Yeah, cheers. Later.
Thanks, Michael Fitzgerald. Thank you, Mel. So half-time here at Toll Stadium, and it is Manawatu in full control. They lead Northland 22 points to 6. Back after the break. It is the quintessential Northland team talk. Harden up.
Advice to live life by.
Harden up and don't be soft, and Ash Mweki gets us underway. Michael Fitzgerald with a good grab for Manawatu, who enjoyed an overwhelming percentage of territory in the first half, and that's just a poor grab under pressure for Northland, which is exacerbating the problem right from the get-go in the second half.
Number 20 there for Northland too. That's Ryan Kane. He's the only replacement on after the half-time.
Yeah, little Ryan Kane, scrum half at the Hikarangi Rugby Club, but that's your great advice, isn't it? You know, people come to you, what can you do to improve? Things aren't going so well on the rugby field or on the netball court. Train harder. Simple as that. Harden up and train harder.
So no scrums resets in the game so far. Garrett Williamson, he's got this department under lock and key.
Touch.
No, they gave one penalty away, didn't they? Could have been a reset, which I think was a good call.
Down.
And just as we say that, we'll have our first reset of the game. Well, a quick mention too to the boys at the RNZAF, who have won the New Zealand Inter-Service title for the first time since 1986. They've beaten the New Zealand Army 6-5.
The Flyers.
The Fly Boys have done the job. Well done, lads.
It's really good, old chaps.
Come right up.
If there's not a game of rugby on in this country on every day of the week, it's not New Zealand.
Touch. Set. Stay half.
Bryson from the back of the scrum finds Tharma again. Tharma has the option in Emery, and now Milner Scudder. Milner Scudder frees the ball up, but into touch, so we'll come back for the line-out. Well, Milner Scudder and Emery.
Go to the last feet.
Get the feeling there once again throws Sumo with Rennie Ranger drifting across and Dan Caprice drifting, giving Manawatu so much room, and they want to harden up in this half, like the coaches are saying. Someone just, I think, needs to come out and makes the spot tackle, even if it's out of the defensive line, even if it's just a little bit risky. And if your skipper does that, Rennie Ranger puts a hit on, that may be the catalyst to spark things up for the Northland boys.
Scrum.
Rennie Ranger needs to get himself involved both on attack and defence. We've seen two great turnovers from the Northland skipper. Seen a great midfield break. None of them have been finished off with the points that they're after.
See, we're closer, we get a bit of a quiet hit. That means you
two, all the pick and goes we talked about the half-time, the 7+ phases that they've been dominating, been doing that because they've been winning the breakdown.
Crouch. Touch. Set.
Bryson again with the feet. And James Oliver with the 8-9 play. Bryson spotted half a gap and good support play as well. So Manawatu just picking up where they left off in the first spell at the moment. Stone with another good carry. Tharma stopped and plopped and looked for a way through the midfield of Ranger and Pyer. Milner Scudder now looking to get on the outside of this Northland defensive line. Back to Tharma. Emery loves to run. Emery taken down. A good old-fashioned coat hanger from Justin Davies.
No. Number one. Number one, come here.
Oh dear.
Captain.
Yes, I don't think he walked away quick enough to be fair to him, Justin Davies.
Not worried that you're wrong-footed. Stand up, please. Not worried that you're wrong-footed. You've gone high. You're always going to go high. Yellow card. Way you go. High.
Well, that's not hardening up. That's just cost his team 3 points.
High tackle.
Going to play it down for 10 minutes. He was wrong-footed. He was beaten out wide. Coming across, boy, that is just
He's got all of them.
up.
He has got all of them.
Tell you what, the movement up to here, Manawatu been great once again, getting over the gain line. As you see the yellow card once again. The front row got there, so he wants to make a tackle. But really impressive. Bryson is running. And there we go. It is the ITM Cup.
What is that?
And we have the sin bin. We have the naughty box.
That was terribly built.
Good grief. 3 points in the bag for Manawatu and 10 in the bin for Justin Davies.
But in the build-up to that one, Sumo on 3 occasions getting up over the game line. Bryson, the scrum half, has been allowed to run. He's running across field, sucking in the French defenders from Northland. That is creating the space. Got to push up more Northland, not across.
Tharma. And he gets it downfield. This time Harley Tapoli waits, takes it on knee. And Tharma's there to meet him alongside Foreman. And Foreman got hands on the ball. Great turnover work from the hooker.
Use it!
Paulson away to Croswell. And now the ball goes over the back. Milner Scudder. Former Bulldogs junior. Chases on Caprice. Caprice gets away from Takuto Tuma and Milner Scudder. Can't evade the next tackle. And then into touch, but the penalty
Offside.
considered offside play from the Turbos. Just too keen.
No, offside.
Tell you what, that end-on vision we just saw Dan Caprice there, that was wonderful, wonderful work. He had a lot of heat coming down from Takuto Tuma. We know how quick he is, but Dan Caprice having to come down, evaded the first tackle, got through two more, and then look at the placement, which is narrowing down the gate, which we're talking about, which is where the penalty came from, because his body parallel with the sideline. That was wonderful, wonderful work. The young man does. Oh my goodness me. The sin bin.
2 metres, halfback. Thank you.
Well, I guess ITM probably supplied the goods.
They did. It was at the launch, the coaches had to make them.
Tell you what, that box looks better than some of the houses they built on the block. Here's Ryan Kane.
Two stops.
Fatuina Altangavaya made his debut for Manu Samoa this year in the Pacific Nations Cup with the kick downfield and returned by Manawatu, so we'll have a line out.
Here's a change for Northland Sumo. At hooker, Wright is coming on and Kupulani's coming off, injecting some fresh legs and hopefully a bit of aggression at the breakdown.
Really important time in the context of the Manawatu season as well. Up 25-6. What, 46 minutes gone of the game, and they cannot at this stage shut down and try and win it from here. They've got to keep attacking, they've got to keep the numbers at the breakdown, they've got to keep their momentum going forward.
Same team.
It's a disgrace if they just hang on from now on. It's not what this game's about, it's not how they can turn their season around.
Ross Wright just fresh back from a broken arm. He suffered in the club final on this very ground. Now Pryor through a big hole. Dan Pryor looking to link up. Allowed to run, Dan Pryor. That is a scintillating run from the open side flanker. Quick ball now for Mweke. 5 short of the line as the Tunny Fast climb into this one. Ball is there. Ryan Kane wants it. He goes the short side. Harley Tapoli now 4 short. Ryan Kane gets the boot working. Advantage applying as Oliver hangs on too long. Jack Wetton. Kane slipped into the tackle, so they've gone backwards a couple of metres here, the Tunny Fast.
Use it!
Pryor back in action.
Yes, you do.
Away to Tipole, and he passes on to Jack Wetton. Copybook tackle from Nick Croswell. Pryor again, frees it up. Ranger. Strong run, but Fraser Stone refuses to let go. Inside this time for Pryor. Croswell with the tackle. Ryan Kane organising. Ross Wright gets a charge, and advantage has come to an end for the Taniwha. Ranger trying to sneak around the fringe. Picked up, driven on. We have seen this play so often from Northland throughout the years. Ryan Kane now under pressure. He's isolated. Pryor is there. Visi on his shoulder, needed to be.
Let it go!
They have an option out left if they choose to use it. It's about patience. They've got to rebuild and restart again.
Tapoli gets the ball from right. Now he needs support. It arrives. Faliafa. Bryce Williams has to go to work, and again Northland penalised for holding on. Great defensive work from Manawatu.
Tamasi Tharma will be a man credited with the last turnover, but initially they stopped it 3 or 4 phases ago. That's when Northland had to regather, regroup, and have the patience to get the momentum going. But Tamasi Tharma, deemed by the referee to be supporting his own body weight. I think if we review it, you'd say that is the right call to make. But boy, going from here, this is the end of it. Tomasi Thama, the bearded one, is the man we're looking at. Let go of the ball initially, which is the right thing he had to do. And yes, no question about that. We didn't get a chance then to talk about Dan Pryor too. And the electrifying burst he did from the set phase line out. And a great game, the Northland number 7. Grandson, of course, of the great Albie Pryor. Maori All Black.
Advantage to Northland now with the knock-on. And we'll have the scrum time, and Mel Robinson.
Excuse me, do you mind?
Just seems to be a lack of energy in this Northland effort, but maybe plays like that, if they can get some points, they can find a way back into this game.
Yeah, it's all about numbers at the breakdown, and while they had lots of phases and they had breakdown after breakdown, they just didn't have the numbers there to make sure that the ball was nice and clean for Ryan Kane. He was asking for people to come and take it up, pick and goes. By the way, we've got a scrum now, so there's a substitution. Now number 17, Kofusi comes on, and number 6, Faliafa comes off. It's just because of the Sinbin plan.
Penny Kofusi, formerly of the Manawatu region, now in Northland.
Yeah, really important scrum here, so the tight head doesn't have a flanker on him. Dan Pryor's come on to the loose head side, the left-hand side of the scrum.
No, both of you stand up.
So
both of you stand
really
up.
hard here for Scott
Both of you
Vesey.
stand up. Come on, fellas.
He's got to
been
work
good so
hard.
far.
They want to square hit Northland. But there will be a tendency from this scrum for it to rotate around to the loose head side, the left-hand side. If it does that, they have to come that way.
Yeah, but so often we see teams go through with the move that's called, even though their scrum rotated the wrong way.
Crouch. Touch. Sit.
Big scrum from Manawatu. They get the rake Northland, but it slips out the side for Bryson. Chance now, Crosswell just couldn't free the arms to throw the ball to clear.
Backwards.
And backwards, says the referee, as Callum Gibbons loses it. Now a steal for Northland. Can they go 95 metres? That is the distance between them and a try. Now Tangavaya gets the ball downfield. And now Manawatu on the counter-attack. Milner Scudder. Ryan Kane is back. Deep
Carried
inside
back.
the 22 is Fatoina Altavainga.
Wait, 16.
Altavaya, should I say. Can't put an inger on it. And that one goes into touch, and a great call too. Great kick.
Well, if you think of Inga, the winger, he never kicked like that, because that is one heck of a fantastic crossfield kick here at Toll Stadium, Whangarei. But boy, this is direct numbers game. 7v8, Manawatu with the 8, and too powerful. So powerful. But here's Rennie Ranger. We're not going to see the end of it, but Rennie Ranger, third turnover of the match for the Northland skipper. 25-6, 52 minutes gone in the game.
Time on. Time on.
Northland want to get anything out of this match. It's really the next 5 to 6 minutes they have to strike. Need to score before the 60-minute mark.
See, Grant Paulson's come off there, loose head prop from Manawatu, and Eric Fry has come on, that's number 17.
Well, a good welcome back for Grant Paulson. Try in the match and a solid performance around the field. Crosswell won't get a chance to get any of that. Jack Wetton with the steal. Lineouts have been a concern for Manawatu today. But when you hold a 19-point lead, it's something you can afford to overlook for the time being. Now the skipper, Bryce Williams.
Use it!
Ryan Kane will throw the ball up. But the organisation in the Manawatu forward pack has been great, and the steal is made by Emery. Illegally, says Garrett Williamson.
No clear release.
And Suma, great contrast there from what we've been talking for the Northland game, who are drifting more defensively, so Manawatu getting up and past the gain line. What we're watching here, led by their skipper Croswell, the aggressiveness and the line speed, so they're pushing up, cutting down time and space for Northland and tackling them beyond the gain line. That is why they're winning the hits. But that there, prior to the penalty, a great example of how this game is going and how and why it is going in Manawatu's favour.
15.
Change melody.
That's right, number 21, that's Lewis Marshall. He's coming on at fullback. Milner Scudder, who's had a good game, is coming on.
He's been sharp at the back today, Nehi Milner Scudder. Another one floating around the current crop of ITM Cup players with some famous family. Harley Tapuli now Northland enjoying some rare time inside the 22. Ross Wright, should I say, inside the opposition's 22. They spent plenty inside their own. Ryan Kane slips around the side, has support. Again it's Tipole, and again the defence is brutal. Now a slight gap opens up for Kaufusi. And again, Manawatu with rights to the ball. Bryson now needs to let this go and will get the advantage. Ryan Kane.
An advantage Northland needs to use, Sumo.
And they can't. Pryor spills it, and the penalty will be back in kickable position. There's Justin Davies counting down his time in the bin.
Let him go.
At 25-6, I think Justin Davies is about to come in. Probably a penalty that they don't need to take the 3 points. But this is a penalty given away just because Manawatu are going at the ball. I don't think it's a bad penalty in the context of the whole game and the style that they're doing, the enthusiasm, energy they're bringing to the breakdown area. So the coaching staff from Manawatu happy in a way to give away those type of penalties. Back to the full complement Northland and have a line out where they can do something from it.
That's right, and the other point about that is Garrett Davison, the referee, is also letting them have a bit of a crack at the breakdown. So when you're on the opposition, you're defensive, you know you can have a bit of a go at it because he's letting it go.
2 metres.
There's some threatening talk going on in that line out. Ross Wright throws, and Jack Wickham reaches up and pulls it down. And the Taniwha have a chance to drive. Crosswell has to get out. Foreman's wrapped himself right in the middle of it all. And Manawatu have proven to be a real menace on Northland Moore ball as Bryce Williams gets involved in a fracas and back play. Now Rennie Ranger. Positive surge from the centre. Mweke with a wide ball. The intercept was on for clear.
Throwing forward.
Well, we're only playing game of sevens because the other 7 players involved on both sides are way back over the main grandstand side. Northland team helping out their skipper who got upended and ceremoniously onto the shoulder, onto the head. He looks a little bit groggy as he comes out. Northland backs, cheeky as they are, trying to take advantage of the Manawatu players involved in the fracas, trying to score in this left-hand corner. Not in great shape. I think that left-hand shoulder not so good.
And the ruck back over here on the 5 metre.
Yeah.
5 and 4 have come out tussling.
5 blue.
5 blue, 4 green.
When you say tussling, what does that mean?
Just wrestling.
Yeah.
And then 5 blue has thrown a punch that's connected with his face.
With his face. Okay, so on that basis, your recommendation would be
Yellow card.
yellow card for 5 blue.
Yeah.
Did number 4 do anything to initiate the punches other than the wrestling? He didn't throw one back. 5, 4.
Well, we know who 5 blue is. It's that man there, Bryce Williams.
Number 5.
And what happened, I think the frustrations that stem from Northland trying to initiate a line-out drive. Every team now, from what they did to
From the
Waikato.
ball over here, you guys have come out wrestling one another. You've taken exception to it and thrown a punch. On that basis, I'm yellow carding you for punching. There you go.
They sort of took me, mate.
Listen, 4, consider yourself very lucky.
Big ball.
Back over here.
Yes, Northland frustrated trying to get the line-out drive going. Fraser Stone and the rest of them, like every team will be doing
On 5.
after what Northland did to Waikato, trying to stop it, very aggressive. And there, the 2 of them there, the big men.
Well, play was carrying on, and there's Williams and Stone on. Stone gets a hip toss on. That's good.
I'm not sure whether...
I can't see the punch.
Can't see the chokehold too. That is a classic.
Well, I think he might be a bit hard done by.
Well, the assistant referee said he saw the punch. We can't in our footage. The upshot is Bryce Williams, the co-captain, is in the bin. So we've gone from one binning to the other for Northland. They'll play again for 10 minutes with 14 men.
And I hope that is well constructed because it's getting a big workout.
Well, the old Northland rules apply here. If you can't win the match, at least win the fight. Dan Caprice. And they have a chance now, Northland. They're a man short. Malupo on the left wing side. Craig Clare. Too easy for him.
Play.
play on is the call. And Manawatu have the ball. Tomasi Thama just threw the ball up to James Oliver. Good charge from him. Comes down to the tackle of Kaufusi. Tomasi Thama able to carve off some metres as far as Altangavaya. He gets some good height on this kick and no pressure though on Craig Clear. So they swing it across field and see what they can do with a bit of width. Marshall. 57 gone, 25-6 the scoreline. Manawatu in control in this one in Whangarei. Fraser Stone. And the ball kicked away by Kane.
Round offside.
Penalty time.
Well, he was never on onside position. Not once. He did make the initial tackle, but then the ball went beyond him, which put him in the offside position. Too tempting to hack it away the little scrum half. Manawatu, though, once again making too many easy yards up and around the ruck area in Northland. Their line speed is lacking this afternoon. And they also must suggest the 25-6, 20-odd minutes to go. Put away the kick too. The little ball that they have had in this match, and it has been in the great areas of the ground. They have kicked it away on at least 4 occasions, and all of those occasions they haven't been able to put any pressure on the ball receiver, and Manawatu have profited.
Yeah, that was George Tilsey you saw come on the number 12 Baker.
Tilsey with the go fast stroke. Looking forward to seeing that man in action.
Line out one by Manawatu. Fraser Stone again. He's been physical today, Stone. Bryson clears away. They're up quickly, the Northland defensive line. Gibbons. Away to Thama. Thama drops the ball. Advantage applying. Rennie Ranger picks it up. Tukuro Tuma takes him down. I've been reliably informed by Scott Waldron that the punch was thrown on the ground, not after the players got up, as was suggested by the assistant referee. He may have even accused me of having some form of blindness. Thanks for the advice, Scooter. Rob Foreman. Away to Gibbons, and Gibbons says, get out of my way. Tomasi Thama. Kick downfield from him. Bisects the 2 defenders for Northland. Malupo back inside to Fatuina Navaya. And that is taken back inside, so we'll have a line out inside the Northland 22. And the Tanifars can't buy a trick.
Huge net gain from Manawatu. Tomasi Thama happy to play territory and happy to make Northland kick the ball as well. He's also realising that's their tactics. They haven't changed it so far. So Tomasi Thama not electing to go to the sideline. And here's Willie Wetton.
That's right, he's coming on for the number 8, Halid Poli, who's had a big night. Hopefully brings some fresh legs, a bit more impetus for this pack.
Another couple of Northland brothers out there. Boo had some great ones over the years. The Duns, the Goings, the Woodmans. Another Wettons joined the stable.
The Goings weren't just brothers, of course, Carmo. There were cousins, uncles, nephews. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck a niece into this team at some stage as well. Here's Rennie Ranger, looking to link up with Altangavaya. He can't do it this time. Caprice gets in there to lend his considerable body weight to proceedings. Mweki away to Faliafa. He hasn't stopped trying today. Picked off the ground by Jack Whedon, and Rob Foreman gets up to spoil that. Manawatu have simply been hungrier and stronger and tougher today.
Ian Foreman got that ball sooner because he was going forward. He didn't stand and wait at the breakdown. He didn't go flat foot. He ran, he went advancing. When the ball was available, he was there to get it.
Roll-away tackler and entry.
And another penalty against this Northland side.
Players in motion, putting pressure on the ball receiver, cutting down players' time and space. That has been one of the great features of the Manawatu forward pack tonight here at Toll Stadium in Whangarei. Foreman there, great example. Tendency, the ball is lost at the breakdown to stand, get flat-footed, bit picket fence, and then advance. He didn't do that. He kept going forward. He kept advancing. Here we are. Good example here. Jack Wetton looking for the offload. Foreman going forward, partner where the ball is, aggressive enough and wins it out of Kane's hand. And from there, they get the penalty. And they're electing to go for the 3 points.
Well, it's an interesting choice, isn't it, Mel? Because another try would equal a bonus point. Manawatu could use one at the moment, given their start to this season, but they've decided to take the 3. Your thoughts on that?
The win is more important. If you go into your 4th game and you're 3-0, it's not great, especially with a competition like this that goes from, you know, every 3 or 4 days. So they want the big W tonight.
Nice thoughts, old school, Mel. That was fantastic.
Well, I was a forward.
There's a very tall man beside me nodding.
The girl knows her footy.
She's won a couple of World Cups to show for it too. Outside the 22 for Clare. He turned, he's happy. 3 more in the bank. The Turbos are doing this easy at Toll. 28 plays 6, 62 gone.
Desperate times for the Taniwha, or maybe not, or any IE. 32-year-old Twinkling Toes is on. Dan Caprice is the player who comes off.
Well, I tell you what, Adrian Ferris and Darren Whitcomb would have wanted to unleash your NEIE with the scoreline in their favour, and the Manawatu defensive line in disarray. Slightly different scenario now.
Advantage over.
Ball gone each way, so play on is the call. Eddie Pyer. Kane. He's there, and so is Weta. That's the 22-metre line. Kane picks up. And he drops the ball to deck, and there once again to pick it up is Foreman.
Carried back.
Foreman is one of the most committed men you will ever see. That one's been carried back, so we'll come back for the line out.
And I have to say too, and I haven't watched him play a lot of football, to be honest. He's out of Rosemary College, but Jack Wetton looks more like Gary than Gary himself out there playing. Remarkable the way they play the game, so similar. Bryce Williams, don't put too much weight on those nails in the joints there, my friend. Your coach built that.
Now, a chance for Malupo, straight up the guts.
He's a tackler, play on.
And a turnover again. Manawatu have really taken Northland to school at the breakdown today. And the kick chase is on. Have a look at this. Here goes Foreman. He kicks ahead. Offside play, Tilsley. Not picked up. Could be the bonus point.
You happy?
Garrett Williamson looks at his assistant, gives the try. It counts, and it's a bonus point try for Manawatu.
Before I talk about the try, can we say, why was Rob Foreman there? Remarkable it is out on the right-hand side. And then, yes, heads up and big tick that you were there, my friend, the flying hooker, who's a happy hooker at the moment. The speed and the skill. Look at the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4 from Manawatu. 2 Northland players lying on the ground, hence the turnover. And then Foreman, you just see him at the bottom of the shot, and look at the head going down, relaxed. He's getting out of the bucket. That's a great running stance. We've seen it at the Olympics. And how about that? And he wasn't offside, I don't think. Was he, Sumo? There's a pretty flat ball. Your mate
close.
Scotty Wardrum's going to text you to give us the update. What do you think?
They'll be on the tweets at Turboland. They'll be bagging me.
And there we go. Fantastic. But all initiated because Manawatu had more numbers at the initial breakdown. 4 versus 3 lying on the ground from Northland. Turnover was made, try was scored, and Mel, that's the bonus point.
Certainly is. It's what they would have been after. Their coaches will be absolutely stoked. They've stuck true to their pattern, their game plan, where they like to keep the ball in hand and attack, and it certainly paid off for them tonight.
That is impressive from Foreman. Seriously, Craig Clare starts it out. He won't bring it round. Score remains the same, 33 points to 6. Look at that, that's a happy coach.
Well, he's happy. He can't believe Foreman. I'm with you there, Jason. I'm right in your camp.
Gone for the banana too. He's gone for the banana lolly. Don't know if that's a good pick.
I'm right in your camp. No, your man, your hooker, very committed. We talked a lot about them. Go for another one, and he gets some time off as well. Well done, son. You're under the bucket. Your shoulders are relaxed. You're pumping your arms. You look very much the sprinter.
66 gone. You'd almost give him best on show already, wouldn't you, Rob Foreman? What a great game from the hooker. Ball picked up by Bryson, and it's relentless now. Manawatu keen for more. Emery, though, he's got a bit too much on the kick and into touch, so Northland will have the feed on their own 10. And that is the direct opposite of the Manawatu coach's box. Darren Whitcomb looks very depressed.
Well, they've made another change. Sisila has come on for the left winger for Northland. And for Manawatu, it's Reece Robinson, it comes on at lock for number 5, Fitzgerald.
Irene drops it off, full pass there from him to Paya.
Some more by Blue.
I can reliably inform you, Karma, that Scooter is in agreement with me. He was offside, but it was a great kick from a hooker, he says. So
use it.
Well, camera angle quite possible from where he's sitting.
Sitting at home looking forward to a Shield challenge against Hawke's Bay Friday night. That one coming to you from New Plymouth as we carry on here at Toll. And taken down in the shadow of the sticks is Tui Fasasila. Dan Pryor has to pick up the scraps, and he does.
No, use it!
Remember, there's 5 seconds from that call, and they used all of it.
So kick to touch, it's sort of become a bit damage limitation here for the Taniwhas.
Yeah, it is. Of course, they've got a quick turnaround Sunday back here at Toll Stadium, 4:35. They take on North Harbour, who, like Manawatu leading into this game, struggling somewhat. We saw that shot of Darren Whitcomb and the coaching staff of Northland, and they could have dared to dream leading into this game. It also shows one of the harsh realities, backing up and trying to lift and refine that intensity. And it's a learning curve for everyone out there.
Jack Whitten has the ball. Help from his brother, William.
Use it. Carry back.
Ryan Kane away to Irene and here's Rennie Ranger. Ranger can't evade the tackle of Tharma. Tharma's been assured tonight at first 5.
Entry.
Penalty this time against Callum
Ball
Gibbons.
Down, 20. Ball down.
A man known in his hometown as the Body.
You were fine.
The Body.
Over there.
I know the feeling.
Right on the deck, yeah.
No, I don't. But anyway, Tharma's been good because he's had ball going forward. Rennie Ranger well contained, only one clean line break from Ranger in this game, and that was early on the first half of the match. But since then, everyone has looked out for Emery in particular. Once again, though, the Northland skipper, he's the man, he is the go-to guy, the guy you want to have the ball in the hand more than any of the other backs out there.
It's Jack Graham running on. He's coming on for number 4, Jack Whitten. Probably already have noticed, Sumo, too, that Manawatu have got Papa Whareweta on at halfback as well.
And Papa Whareweta has probably thought about that New Zealand Army game today. He may well have been a part of it. Based at the Linton Army camp, just outside Palmy North. Jack Graham gets straight into his workload with a tackle. Martha Fia getting a big workout today as well.
Use it!
Just getting a bit scrappy around the fringes here for Manawatu, and they're holding on, so the penalty comes Northland's way.
Over there.
Well, caution to the wind stuff now for Northland. Ryan Kane will be keen to get on with it, he always is. Irene head prevails, and he'll look for touch and find it. 5-metre line-out Northland ball.
Yeah, they're going for the line-out drive Northland on 3 occasions, and all 3 occasions Manawatu, who aren't contesting these 5-metre line-outs, have repelled them. So very low, the body position bent at the knees. You can see Nick Croswell right at the front, Fraser Stone in the middle, knowing the people that they want to target.
Friends at Ruck and Good Stats inform us that Northland have spent 3.5 minutes inside the Manawatu 22 this half. Nothing to show for it yet. As they drive toward the line and the big boppers get there, Ross Wright can see the ball.
Not available. Use it!
Odds on he won't pass, and he gets dragged into the vortex, picked up by Will Whitten.
Use it!
Use it as the call from Garrett Williamson, and they do just that. Short side play on the pick and drive.
Use it!
You want to watch Nick Croswell here, Fraser Stone here. You look at how low they are, defending in tandem.
Carried on. Now the ball comes wide to Bryce Williams, back on the park after his indiscretion, and he's held up over the line. He'll be trying desperately to get the ball back. He won't do it, so a 5-metre scrum, Northland ball.
Yeah, but it's on your chest, so we'll have a scrum.
The timing this afternoon, tonight here at Toll Stadium, Manawatu defence have been great. As soon as the hands are on the ball, they're up, they're advancing forward, always pushing on the balls of their feet, moving forward. The big guy, Bryce Williams, on the back, couldn't get the ball down.
Shoulders binding.
So what we got here, Mel, we got a 20-metre blindside on the right for Northland. Rangers come to the left-hand side. The sense that's the way it's going to come back here.
Well, the last time they had this, they used a move, an inside drifter, and the second 5 went out and Rennie went into the middle there, and that caused them a bit of a break.
Get that shoulder out. Your target is his outside shoulder, not his head.
Last time, they might use it again.
Eric Fry from the Las Vegas Blackjacks getting a scrummaging lesson from Garrett Williamson. Reece Robinson on the field too.
There's your target right there. Crouch. Touch. Set.
Scrum screws, but Northland fancy themselves a chance. Picked up, and it's ball.
Use it
for the home side. Picked and driven again. Austin Davies. In fact, that was
not supporting
Kenny
your own body
Kaufusi. Penalty comes Northland's way. 72 gone.
On the 5.
And the scrum hasn't been stable, Sumo, so
seriously,
right option here
3 times over here
by Kane.
You were 5 metres away.
I know they can regroup, so maybe a line out they could go to reset for the drive, which has been more short than the scrum, or go quick with the tap move.
Ryan Kane gets on with the job. Ross Wright, Nick Croswell first to meet him. Captain's knock today from Croswell. And a turnover perhaps for the Turbos, just to rub salt into the wound, and they've done just that. Whareweira gets the ball away to Emery.
Stop, 18.
And he looks for the touchline, won't find it. Fasasila runs it straight back at them. More possession now for the Taniwha inside the Turbos 22. Oriniai, wide ball. Chance now, all the way, it is all the way. And Dan Faliafa gets the try for Northland. It's taken 73 minutes, but they finally crossed the strike for 5.
Well, we know they're never going to stop trying, Northland. We know when they have the opportunity and they actually get some ball and momentum going forward, they can always be dangerous. And in the end, just the width that they used on that occasion, Manawatu not clearing the line, right this left-hand side, Renai, the instigator at 10, and then just numbers to burn on the right-hand side. That dragged the Manawatu defence out. There's some mismatches. Faliafa on some little numbers, big, strong, ran hard. Manawatu will be disappointed because they have been brilliant up until now, but Northland Mel finally got something out of the match.
Yeah, nice, clean, crisp passes that they could run onto, and that was the key difference there. Thumb has been offering it for Manawatu, the width of his pass, and now Oriniai is bringing it on for Northland.
Kick from Wenk is good. 33 plays 13. Around about 5.5 to run here at Toll. 20-point deficit for Northland.
I guess, Zoom, on such a quick turnaround, we mentioned Northland back here on Sunday. They've got to get something out of the match. You don't dwell on these occasions. Once this next 6 minutes is out, it's done and dusted, you start thinking, but you've got to take any little carrot you can from a match. And the carrot for the width that they use on that movement and the straight running is maybe what they can take into Sunday's game.
It's your nightmare game next Sunday. It's Northland against North Harbour. Your two teams fighting it
Playing
out.
them in the air. Over there.
There'll be split loyalties here coming.
On the mark.
Yes, I have. I've got family members, very much true blue, love the Taniwha. Got a grandfather that influences them strongly. And got a mother who is very passionate about North Harbour.
Good
My
luck.
wife too is very passionate about North Harbour, so yes. Good game all round. But what I do when Northland play North Harbour, whoever deserves the win, I'm very happy for.
The great thing about this, good rhyming, I appreciate that. The great thing about this ITM Cup is it brings out the province in all of us. And that's what it has always been about in New Zealand rugby.
Some frosty dinner conversations too when you have a couple of teams you support in your household.
Ryan Kane with a good charge upfield. It all feels a little too late. Bryce Williams now. Some go-forward ball finally for the Taniwha to work with. The try scorer plays half-back. Ariniai with a great ball away. Fastest Sealer then throws it over the touchline. He heard the call from Ranger. They couldn't link up.
We haven't seen this a lot from Northland in the game, getting up over the game line. But even when Bryce Williams got over the game line, someone from Manawatu, it may have been Nick Croswell, had the hand on the ruck for an extended period of time just previous, which slowed things down a fraction. But the magic of Ariniai moved up here, played his club rugby in Northland and Whangarei. I think for the Kamo Rugby Club, the Magpies. Do I need to get that name out there? And has been wonderful in the club scene.
Kamo celebrated their 125th, was it this year?
Yes, they did. Some people call it the greatest club on earth.
And he's sitting in the box next to me as Fasasila throws it infield to Ariniai. Ash Mweki dances his way up. And Tomasi Thama gave him a long lead. Kane picks up, change of direction, perhaps coming. Ariniai decides instead to take the tackle. Northland is probing down the short side through Fasasila. Picked up, and Kane again to Mweki. They'll run it for the full 80. That much is for sure. Ariniai brings in Rennie Ranger. And the ball is still there. Paya gets the offload away. Mweki can't hold. And we'll come back for the penalty. 2.5 remaining at time. 33-13. The Turbos have turned around their season with a 4-try win here. Northland will look for some consolation as the clock ticks down.
Yes, the finger would have been pointed at the Manawatu forward pack leading up to this game, and they would have been challenged. It was wonderful to see all 8 of them have stood up to the challenge. They have not stopped going. They give away a few penalties at the breakdown. But boy, when you keep going and you keep contesting and you want to slow it down as much as you can, I guess that's the rubber green you have to live with.
Are you happy that it's all been done properly? Thank you.
Northland got no reward for the line-out drive. Manawatu stop them every occasion. They're going to try again.
They're well drilled in that department, aren't they, the Turbos? They've been good there tonight. Just not allowing Northland to get any traction at all on that short line maul, and they've got the turnover on this occasion too, so they're ending the game as strongly as they started, Manawatu.
Well, the key to it, really vital for Manawatu. On all 4 occasions, Northland tried to line out drive. They've stopped it early, so as soon as Wetton or Williams, any of the Northland line out forwards getting the ball, as soon as they touch the turf, they're getting flung to the floor. So Northland need to advance. We'll see Argentina do a lot of this on Saturday night in Wellington. Use it forward to come out and take the ball away from the first point of contact straight away. So when the jumpers and the props get thrown to the floor, the ball is still up and they can drive.
Touch. Set.
Whariwera feeds, but we'll have the reset. And this performance, the apotheosis of comeback tonight for Manawatu. Need to remind Turbos fans that coming into this game, their team had conceded 89 points, scoring just 27, albeit against premiership teams. But tonight, they've shown all the heart and determination that took them all the way to the championship final last year.
Crouch. Touch. Set.
Taken away by Croswell. No one in front of him. The defence disappeared. And he will set play just short of the 10-metre line. Whariwera away to Thama. Again the crossfield kick, but this time the line is not there to take. Fasasila now on Emery, and Fry's there as well, and they combine on him. Ryan Kane has the ball. One last throw of the dice for the home team in front of a good crowd at Toll. crowd that is unfortunately making its way to the gates. Now Reniai, up to the 22 he goes. Ryan Kane. Mweki. Crossfield play this to Bryce Williams. Jack Ram. Jason Emery put the comma, and Eric Fry added the full stop.
Play on.
Mweki, and he throws the ball to no one, thinking Kane was there. Kane now doubles around, picks up, he throws the ball away. Eddie Pyer. Not the start in the 12 jersey he would have wanted. VC still full of running on the right-hand side.
No clear release.
Manawatu, 81 minutes gone in the match, and they give away another
Let him
penalty.
go.
But still getting plenty of numbers at the breakdown. Reece Robinson, the man, jersey 18, giving away the penalty.
Ash Mweki in the tackle of Papa Whariwera. I haven't heard a siren yet. Is that broken? Northland just going to keep playing until they get back into the match. This game could go till 11 o'clock tonight. Dan Pryor. Eddie Pryor, away to Rennie Ranger on Tilsley. Ranger dots down. So they get the try on full time, Northland. And Rennie Ranger, the co-captain, comes up with the goods.
Northland rules last try wins. No, it's not. Rennie Ranger, though, that is the strength of the man. 33-18, kick to come. We talk about grasping something out of defeat. That's what they have to do. Look at the step, the fend, the strength. Didn't need the offload. And boy, that is something they can take. The Northland skipper. Once again, Northland. And there'll be something also Aidan Ferris and the management will be able to take on. They scored the last 2 tries of this match. They kept on going. Dan Pryor in the 7 jersey has been great. He has worked tirelessly. Rennie Ranger, ball in hand. Very strong. But Mel, that will be the end of the game. And it has been Manawatu's night.
It certainly has been. They have been fantastic, not only dominating in the forwards at the breakdown, but they also didn't make errors. And remember Northland last week in that win against Waikato, their back three, their outside backs got so much ball. They scored some great tries from turnover balls. So they just were kept out of the game tonight by a turbo pack that were just outstanding.
Mweki. Aiden from touch, strikes it well, Ash Mweki, and the flags go up. So he gets the last say tonight. 33-20 the final scoreline. Very similar scoreline to last year's game. Manawatu winning down there at FMG 30-22. So they go back to back. Manawatu over Northland.
Yeah, deserved the win too, Sumo. The victory for Manawatu based on superior numbers at the breakdown. They were winning the contact, and with winning the contact, they were going forward, momentum, and then Masi Farmer in the 10 jersey could dictate play from there. From Northland's point of view, yes, they got themselves back into the match, but the first 40 minutes was about a drift defence rather than aggressive getting up in the face. So Manawatu dominating territory possession, and it was very easy possession at that. Congratulations.